So let's take you back and show you a race from earlier today. A race this morning, the final of the men's lightweight coxless Forbes. Spain at the top of the picture in lane 1, the United States in 2, West Germany in 3, Italy in 4, Australia in 5, and Great Britain in 6, which is nearest to the camera. So with a bit of luck we might see something of it.
Yes, and it's the British crew which have been making the running in this championships. They're the fastest crew usually through the first 1,000 metres. They were the winners in Lucerne, the form guide. The Italians, who we expect to see as strong contenders in this race. The Australians, a fine record over the years in this particular category. Then the British. The one shadow that hangs over the British four is that they've actually been quite unwell this week. They've had a lot of chest and throat infections. And I think today it'll be interesting to see whether they're going to go for the quick lead and try and hang on, which is what they tried in the semi-final when they were then rowed down, or whether they might try and row a more contained, controlled race and try and make sure they get a medal, because it's no doubt this is going to be very tight indeed down the last quarter of the race.
There are certainly the West Germans in the lead. Britain clearly also well in the picture nearest to the camera. The blue vests of Italy probably showing in third place, and the bow of the Australian boat there in lane 5 in fourth. Spain and the United States in 1 and 2 on the far side out of the picture. We've actually had 6 earlier finals this morning, and all the winners have come from lanes 4, 5 and 6, but that's not actually due, as one might suppose, to wind conditions. I think it's just down to coincidence.
Yes, and the British four is well placed, but they're not out in front, which is where they would certainly have been in the earlier heats of this event. And so they seem to be settling slightly lower rate of striking. They're not going quite as hard as we have seen them. And the early pace is coming from the Federal Republic of Germany, with the Italians and the Australians in close contention.
West Germans lead with Italy in 2, Great Britain in 3.
The lightweight category have to average 70 kilograms. No one's allowed to be more than 72.5. It's around 11 to 11.5 stone, so they're substantially smaller than the heavyweight category, many of whom are 15, 16 stone and extremely tall. Rowing is curious in this respect. There's a feeling that the super heavyweights have a more than generous advantage, so we have 2 categories in rowing. And here we see the lightweight 4.
And there's the confirmation of the positions. No change, in fact, at 1,000 metres, just as we were at 500. Britain just out of that picture. Here we are now in lane 6. Nick Howe at 2, just on the middle of the boat there. Won a World Championship gold medal here on this course 10 years ago in his first international appearance, and he claims to be sleeping in the same bed in the same room as in 1979, so maybe that's an omen. You'll remember him, Chris, as a competitor.
Oh indeed, yes, he's one of the senior citizens now amongst the British team, but I don't even think anyone approaches Alf Hansen, who is now aged 42 and won his first medal in 1970 for Norway. I think he's definitely the senior member of the world family here of oarsmen. But as we enter the last 500, the order I think remains unchanged. Federal Republic leading, and Great Britain holding on to the third position. They've rowed a steady and sensible race, and I think they've chosen not to risk being rowed down in a final charge, which the West German crew and the Italian crew have shown that they're well capable of. And we'll wait now to make sure that they can hold on to that bronze position and perhaps improve a little and try and come on terms with the Italians.
Lane 3 West Germany, lane 4 Italy, and from that diagonal angle the margin looks bigger than it actually is. And Great Britain actually out of that picture, still holding on to third place. West Germany from Italy. Now with about 150 metres still to go, and there are Great Britain comfortably holding third. Britain took silver in the World Lightweight Championships last year. Howe and Williams were in the 4 then. It looks as though they may have to settle for bronze here. It's certainly gold for West Germany. It will be silver for Italy, And coming in at the bottom of the picture, Great Britain. That's a bronze medal, our first of the championships.
Yes, and I think they can be well pleased with that. They've had to overcome a lot of difficulties in this week, and that shows experience and maturity, which we know we have an abundance of in that crew.
Not the most pleasant of conditions for them. The temperature this morning only around 13 degrees centigrade. That's much above 60, and they've come through well here to take the bronze medals. It's confirmed. Federal Republic the gold, Italy the silver, Great Britain